Well, that was a pretty good night from Blake Snell, huh? Was not expecting him to be that dominant. The Dodgers, they're the second best offense in all of Major League Baseball. I know Blake Snell in the past. He's had some good performances against the Dodgers, lived up to the moment, lived up to the hype, and he did that again today. 6 innings that he goes, and it was pretty efficient. Didn't have to go over 100 pitches. He ends up getting past that underdog fantasy number that I had in my pregame thoughts. Gets through 6 innings, doesn't have to, exit after five or anything like that because he has a bunch of walks. I think he only walked one guy. He gave up one hit, and when Mookie Betts was on second base, he got a weak ground ball from Freddie Freeman to first base to get out of that inning. 8 punch-outs, I believe, on the night. I mean, good luck hitting that Blake Snell breaking ball. JD Martinez, Freddie Freeman, anyone. And these are good hitters, obviously, that were up at the plate that just were not having success off of Blake Snell. And so that's why when we talk about free agency and do you want Blake Snell back, it's like, man, my gut says no because of the inconsistency that we have seen from Blake Snell in a Padres uniform in the entirety of his Padres tenure. And I don't want to be like, yeah, let's bring him back because he's had one great year. But then you see performances like tonight where he has the stuff. It's really good. And he goes and mows through this Dodgers lineup. And I know the Dodgers, this lineup, you look at the star names and then some at the bottom, it's like, well, it's not that great. But you look at the run totals, they're second in baseball behind the Atlanta Braves. And the Braves, obviously, I think clearly are the best team in baseball. And look what Blake Snell was able to do. It wasn't just this start. He's been able to do that against the Dodgers earlier in the season as well. I believe this was his 23rd outing this season where he went at least 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs or less. Obviously, doesn't give up any runs tonight. So he lowers his ERA, and him and Justin Steele continue to fight for that National League Cy Young. If Blake Snell would have had a blow-up outing tonight, probably would have took him out of the Cy Young race. And so now Blake probably has a few more starts to go. But he's put together back-to-back quality starts against the Astros and the Dodgers. Both, by the way, on the road. That's pretty impressive. I think that's only going to help his Cy Young chances. And then Tatis had a couple RBIs tonight. Soto with his 30th home run. Campy with the 3-run bomb. This is the Padres' first series win against the Dodgers in the regular season since June of 2021. So that's a problem, obviously. That's what needs to change here. We thought that maybe this year it was going to change with all the talent. It didn't. Next year, maybe it will. But Dodger fans, obviously, if it changes next year, they're still going to say, well, it's just 1 year of beating us. You got to do it multiple times. You got to keep doing it. It's not a real rivalry. Even though, Dodger fans, they keep being in Padre fans' comments and all of that, which means that it is a rivalry to some degree because they're interested in the Padres. They continue to go and look up Padre fans and Padre topics because they care about the Padres. Like, they want the Padres to do bad. Like, they really care. So we'll see how this Padres-Dodger matchup unfolds next season. Obviously, the Dodgers, they get the upper hand. They're clearly the better team still. They're clearly the king of the National League West and all of that. We'll see if the Padres can be consistent next year in these matchups. But it was a fun night tonight. Took 2 out of 3, and there's a lot to talk about on the show tonight, live on YouTube. So join me for that.